everyone, welcome to my channel. In this short video lesson, I'm going to walk you through a very simple but transformational idea that is going to totally change your self-image, your perception of others, and maybe even the world. The idea is very simple. You probably know it in theory. It goes like this. It's okay not to be liked by everybody on earth. Basically, it's okay if somebody does not accept you. It's okay if someone doesn't like your appearance, your personality, the way you come across. Let's have a look at some examples. There are some book authors that you respect, you deeply appreciate, but then there are some writers that you're like, oh my God, why did they even write this book? They have no idea what they're talking about. There are some singers like Billie Eilish, Justin Bieber that you adore, admire. You love their voice, you love the way they look. But then there are some other singers, for example, Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez, that you just don't like. You don't like their voice, you don't like their singing, you don't like what they look like. You are free to have these opinions of others, right? You are free to have your own preferences. Maybe it's time for you to accept the idea that it's also okay for others to form their opinions about you. That some people might find you admirable. Some people might really like your sense of humor. But then there are others who simply don't like you, don't support you, don't want to give you their love. It's okay. You are not a 100 euro banknote that is desired and liked by everybody on earth. This fear of not being liked by everybody in your environment definitely stems from your childhood. Because when you were a kid, your survival basically depended on whether people liked you, whether they gave you love, whether they cared for you, and so on. But you're not a kid anymore. You're an adult, aren't you? So your not being liked by somebody doesn't affect your survival anymore. You are free to express yourself. You are free to show up as your natural, authentic you. And it's okay if someone doesn't seem to like you. This fear might stop you from doing something. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. Imagine you are Michael who wants to talk to a few girls that you find beautiful and attractive. And you might have this fear of rejection, the fear of not being liked, and it stops you from walking up to them. So how about you try the opposite? How about you walk up to them and say, "Hi, my name is Michael. What's your name? I don't insist on a long conversation, but I just wanted to get to know you. Period." How about you try something like that? What's the worst thing that can happen to you if you try it out like that? Or imagine you are Bob who wants to start a YouTube channel, but you have a fear of a bunch of haters sending you a lot of negative comments saying that they don't like you. So what? What's the worst thing that can happen? Some people have a right not to like you. Other people have a right to like you. You also, as a person, have a right to be liked, and you also have a right to be disliked. You don't have any control of what other people will do. There is a power of free will. You have a certain intention and you do it. Some other people have their intention, their free will, and then they do what they feel like doing. So you cannot control whether people like you or not. So why even bother and spend your time thinking about what's in their head? How about you try the following? Tell yourself, I let go of the habit of trying to be liked by everybody. How about you just repeat that after me? I let go of the habit of trying to be liked by everybody. How about you say the following? I accept that there are people that like me, and then there are people that simply don't. And it doesn't change who I am. I have a right to be who I am. I have a right to show up in the world the way I want. same as everybody else, they also have a right to show up as who they are. And judging others is simply a waste of time. So I really hope that you appreciated this quick and easy reminder. I hope you liked this video, but if you didn't, that's also okay, because I remember that you have a right to like certain content creators and not to like certain content creators. Just like Spanish people say, no pasa nada. I hope I'll see you again in the next video. Have a wonderful day, and remember that it's okay not to be liked by everybody.